Imagine your smartphone. Sleek, shiny, a miracle of modern engineering. Now imagine it dead, tossed in a drawer, or worse, thrown away. Multiply that by billions of devices worldwide, and you get a tsunami of toxic junk. This is electronic waste, or e-waste. And it's one of the fastest growing, most dangerous waste streams on our planet. Today, let's uncover how e-waste affects our environment, our health, and what can be done to stop this invisible crisis. E-waste is every discarded electronic or electrical device, from smartphones and laptops to refrigerators, TVs, even solar panels. In 2022 alone, humanity generated a staggering 62 million tons of e-waste. That's heavier than the Great Wall of China. But here's the real shock. Only about 22% was formally collected and recycled. The rest, piled up in landfills, dumped into rivers, or burned in backyards. Each gadget contains a complex cocktail. Valuable metals like gold and copper, but also dangerous toxins, lead, mercury, cadmium, and plastics laced with flame retardants. When treated correctly, e-waste is a gold mine. When treated carelessly, it becomes poison. Think of what happens when an old phone ends up in a landfill. Rainwater seeps through, pulling out lead, cadmium, and other heavy metals. That leachate creeps into soil, then into groundwater, poisoning ecosystems for decades. In informal recycling hubs, people burn wires to recover copper, releasing clouds of dioxins and toxic smoke that settle into the air and food chain. Open acid baths used to strip circuit boards often get dumped straight into rivers, turning waterways into chemical cocktails. In other words, our throwaway gadgets quietly pollute land, air, and water, the three pillars of life itself. But this isn't just about nature, it's about us. Studies from towns like Guyu in China or Agbobloshi in Ghana reveal chilling realities. Children living near e-waste sites show dangerously high levels of lead in their blood. Lead damages the developing brain, reducing IQ and causing long-term behavioral problems. Mercury attacks the nervous system. Cadmium harms the kidneys and bones. Even the plastics release flame retardants that mess with hormones and fertility. And here's the cruel twist. The people suffering most are the world's poorest, who dismantle our old devices with bare hands for a few dollars a day. Their livelihood today comes at the price of their health tomorrow. If e-waste is so toxic, why haven't we fixed it? The answer is complicated. First, economics. Proper recycling is expensive, but crude burning is cheap. Second, design. Modern gadgets are built to be replaced, not repaired. Batteries are glued in, parts are sealed, making repair almost impossible. Third, weak policy and enforcement. In many countries, e-waste laws are paper tigers. Finally, global trade. Rich countries often ship their waste disguised as second-hand goods to poorer nations, outsourcing both the problem and the pain. E-waste is not just a technical issue. It's a social, economic, and ethical one. So what's the way forward? The answer is not a single solution but a chain of responsibility. At the top is design. Companies must create longer-lasting, repairable, and recyclable products. Imagine a modular phone where you swap out the battery instead of the entire device. Next is collection. We need proper drop-off points, take-back schemes, and awareness so consumers don't just toss gadgets in the trash. Then comes safe recycling. Advanced plants use shredding, separation, and hydrometallurgy, controlled chemical processes, to recover gold, silver, and copper without poisoning the environment. Emerging techniques like bioleaching even use microbes to extract metals naturally. Finally, there's policy. Governments must enforce extended producer responsibility, making companies financially responsible for their products' afterlife, and ban illegal dumping through agreements like the Basel Convention. Together, these steps turn e-waste from a deadly liability into a resource loop, the heart of a circular economy. But the circle isn't complete without us. Each of us can act. Delay replacing devices, choose repairable ones, recycle responsibly, and push companies to do better. The next time you're tempted to upgrade just for a shinier screen, ask yourself, Is it worth the toxic footprint? E-waste may be one of the biggest environmental challenges of our century. But with awareness, innovation, and responsibility, we can turn today's trash into tomorrow's treasure.